Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk to you about toxic people, whether they are cheaters, liars, sociopaths, psychopath, narcissist. There's all kinds of toxic people out there. And you may be involved with one personally, in your family, or professionally. And I want to go over some signs that other people have recognized this and are trying to warn you, because we don't always know ourselves when we're in the thick of things. We may know on a gut level that something is wrong, but we can't put our finger on it, and a little bit of help can sometimes steer us in the right direction so that we can then examine the situation with a little bit more information and maybe see it for what it really is. So I want to go through a few ways that people may be indicating to you, either directly or they may not even realize it, that they know or they have sensed that something is off. And if any of these examples have happened to you, then you can contact that person and just ask them a few questions as to why they were acting that way or why they said that to you, and what was it that they noticed. And go in it with an open mind to listen to what they have to say, and then see if it rings true for you, and then thank them if they can help you avoid an undesirable situation. First one may be that there is an offhand comment. It might have been repeated by the same person, or you might have heard it from a couple of different people in different scenarios. And this is where they say, hey, you're acting differently. You're acting differently. Or they'll bring up they'll remind you that they think you acted differently a couple of days ago. So a couple of days ago, when they thought you were acting differently, you might have been with this person. But now when they are telling you, hey, a couple of days ago, I noticed that you normally are so bubbly and you're cutting up with us, and it seemed like a couple of times you were really gonna get in there and participate in the conversation. People were cutting up, but you seemed to put a check on yourself that I noticed was unusual. Or this is your favorite holiday and you're always so excited and you just don't seem yourself. You seem a little down. Or you seem preoccupied. Or if you had a situation where you were in a meeting and there's a person that is always being devil's advocate or is challenging in some way, and this is not a new situation and you handle it very well all the time, but in this one particular situation you don't. Or there's a new person who's the one that they think is affected, and this is the person in the meeting, and you are now reacting to that person over and above whatever else is happening. If these types of behaviors are being pointed out to you, that you are acting differently, please consider it and think about it and measure what you did in this particular situation to what you have done before. And it really could be a clue to tell you that you're around or involved with a toxic person. Another thing that people may do is send you information, show you this video, and ask you to see some others and to consider how you may be reacting to different life events and different regular situations in a heightened way. You are on edge, and you may be overreacting without any other particular reason other than you've been around a person for an increasingly longer amount of time, and your behavior is changing. Are you guarding your relationship with this person and distancing yourself from others, either at work or family or home? And did you not realize it? Are you taking on new positions and new types of attitudes that are different than you've had in your life? And different not because of some changed circumstance or further research or other new information, but only because of the attitudes of this new other person. Is there having an effect on you? And are you increasingly withdrawing from certain situations that you would normally participate in out of some deference to the wishes of this person? Are the people around you, when you are confronting them with a situation or you've been asked to communicate some information, are they not standing up to themselves or challenging you or saying why you're wrong when they normally would have? So has other people's behavior changed now that you have been with this person or around this person? Are your staff members treating you in a different way? Are they communicating with you less informally and more formally? Are they withdrawing relations? Are they withdrawing from you in small talk when they normally would have some type of small talk? Are they distancing themselves from you? And have you received any formal or informal warning from friends, relatives, coworkers, and professionals telling you anything about this particular person, their attitudes, their prior relations, situations? Are you involving this person in areas that they normally wouldn't be? Are they increasing their access to all areas of your life? And by that, are they gaining access to any resources? These are all signs that you are with a toxic person who is seeing you as an opportunity for them to ingratiate themselves as on the low end, all the way up to help themselves to assets of yours or others to your detriment. So if you have these types of things happening with others in your life, ask them why. Hey, I notice that you're not hanging around and having coffee anymore. Is anything going on, or have I done something that causes you not to share? And the reason maybe is they recognize that there's a toxic person, and toxic people take all kinds of information and they don't care who they share it with. And so by limiting the information to you, they're limiting it to this other person, and they're protecting themselves. It's not so much what they're doing to get away from you, but they're protecting themselves. So if you can ask people, if someone says, hey, you're acting different, pull them aside or talk to them on a different day and say, remember when you told me that? Why did you say that? When did this happen? When did you start noticing these things? And hopefully you can then put the pieces together and examine the situation for yourself and see if you are in the vicinity and the regular company of a person who's toxic. Most likely they can't change, they don't want to change, and you're going to suffer some type of consequence at some point as a result of it. So I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Please share any comments below. How did you come to a realization that you were with a toxic person? Did someone warn you? Did you recognize it yourself? Was it some type of combination? And what other suggestions do you have for the rest of us to help to share this information and get it out to each other without compromising our own relations? It's a really valuable discussion. So Share this with somebody who may need to know this information, or it may help them. Subscribe to see our other videos, and I'll be back again with you next time. Thanks for watching.